Welcome to the Golden Screen Evolution YouTube channel. The epic historical film Braveheart, released in 1995, remains a classic of cinema that left a lasting impression on viewers. Known for its breathtaking landscapes, intense battle scenes, and powerful storytelling, the film brought to life the story of William Wallace and the First Scottish War of Independence. As we revisit the iconic film, let's take a nostalgic journey back in time. In the 1995 film Braveheart, Tommy Flanagan played Morrison, one of William Wallace's staunch allies at the age of 30. Braveheart is an epic historical war film directed by Mel Gibson, who also plays the main character, William Wallace. Tommy Flanagan's character is a close friend and ally of William Wallace, played by Morrison Gibson. The film tells the story of Wallace, a Scottish knight who leads a rebellion against the oppressive rule of King Edward I of England during the First Scottish War of Independence. Morrison appears in various battle scenes and plays a supporting role in Wallace's quest for Scottish freedom. The film is known for its handling of historical events, although it takes creative liberties for the sake of storytelling. Tommy Flanagan's role as Morrison adds to the cast that brings the historical narrative to life. Born in 1968 in Glasgow, United Kingdom, Tommy Flanagan is 58 years old in 2023. Born in 1847 in Clydebank, England, James Cosmo played the role of Campbell in the film Braveheart at the age of 48. Campbell is a minor character who serves as one of William Wallace's allies in his quest for Scottish independence. Although he is not the main character, James Cosmo's role as Campbell adds to the cast of characters who support William Wallace in the film. Braveheart is an epic historical war film that tells the story of William Wallace, a Scottish knight who led the rebellion against the English in the First Scottish War of Independence. The character of Campbell appears in various scenes, most notably in battle scenes where he fights alongside Wallace and other Scottish warriors. James Cosmo is 76 years old in 2023. Hamish Campbell, played by Brendan Gleeson at the age of 40 in Braveheart, is a prominent character and one of William Wallace's closest allies. Hamish is a Scottish warrior who plays an important role in the story. Hamish develops a strong bond of friendship with William Wallace, played by Mel Gibson. They fight together against English forces in their quest for Scottish independence. Hamish is featured in many battle scenes throughout the film, including the Battle of Stirling Bridge. His fighting skills and courage contribute to the resistance of the Scots against the English. Hamish experiences personal tragedy throughout the film, adding emotional depth to his character. Without giving away too many spoilers, his character is exposed to significant hardships and losses. Hamish, along with other characters, becomes a symbol of the resistance of the Scottish people to British oppression. Born in Dublin, Ireland in 1955, Brendan Gleeson is 68 years old in 2023. Born in Paris in 1966, Sophie Marceau played the character of Princess Isabella of France in the movie Braveheart at the age of 29. Princess Isabella is a historical figure, and her character was used in the film for the political and diplomatic relations between Scotland and France during the First Scottish War of Independence. As part of the political arrangement between the French and British royals, Princess Isabella is initially married to Prince Edward, the future Edward II of England. Sophie Marceau is 57 years old in 2023. Born in Dundee, United Kingdom in 1946, Brian Cox played the character of Argyle Wallace in the movie Braveheart at the age of 49. Argyle Wallace is the older brother of the main character, William Wallace, played by Mel Gibson. While Argyle Wallace doesn't have a major role in the film, his character plays an important role in shaping William Wallace's background and motivations. In the film, Argyle mentors young William and teaches important lessons about Scottish history, culture, and the harsh realities of his times under English rule. Argyle's fate in the film is a catalyst for William's later actions and determination to lead a rebellion against British oppression. Brian Cox is 77 years old in 2023. In the movie Braveheart, William Wallace, played by Mel Gibson at the age of 39, is the main character and a Scottish knight who became a key figure in the First Scottish War of Independence against the English. Early in the film, William Wallace witnesses the death of his father and the sacking of his village by British soldiers. This traumatic event shapes his later actions and fuels his desire for Scottish independence. After these events, Wallace goes to live with his uncle Argyle Wallace, who trains him in the skills of a warrior. This period of training prepares him for the challenges he will face while leading the Scottish Rebellion. Wallace develops a romantic relationship with Moran MacClano, played by Catherine McCormack. Fueled by a desire for freedom and justice, Wallace emerges as a leader in the Scottish Rebellion against English oppression. Ultimately, Wallace makes personal sacrifices for the greater good of Scotland. His leadership and defiance inspire others to continue the fight for Scottish independence. Mel Gibson, who was born in New York City in 1956, is 67 years old in 2023. In the film Braveheart, Angus McFadyen played the character of Robert the Bruce at the age of 32. Robert the Bruce is a historically significant figure in Scottish history, and his character undergoes a remarkable development in the film. At the beginning of the film, Robert the Bruce is portrayed as a conflicted and somewhat fickle character torn between his loyalty to his father and his own desire for power and political maneuver. Despite initial reservations, Robert the Bruce accepts the legitimacy of the Scottish independence cause and forms an alliance with William Wallace. Wallace's courage and principles impress Robert, who begins to understand the importance of fighting for Scotland's freedom. Robert the Bruce grapples with internal and external pressures, including his father's expectations and the political complexities of the Scottish nobility. His inner conflict and struggle for leadership are an important part of the film's narrative. Angus McFadyen is 60 years old in 2023. Born in 1972 in Epsom, UK, Catherine McCormack played the character of Moran MacClano in the movie Braveheart at the age of 23. Moran is an important character in the life of the protagonist William Wallace, played by Mel Gibson. Moran was introduced as a childhood friend and later love interest of William Wallace. Their relationship becomes a central element of the film, providing emotional depth and motivation to Wallace's actions. Despite political turmoil and oppressive rule by the British, Moran and Wallace marry in secret. This challenge to British authority puts Moran in a vulnerable position and adds tension to the story. Moran's character faces a tragic fate early in the film. Catherine McCormack is 51 years old in 2023.